Let's go. All right, let's hit the hour mark. Let's go again.
Definitely had something to say to Auntie Jenny before. With that last statement she said spoke volumes. And bro, what you're doing is very bold. And I know you don't know me like talking about. You never know what somebody's in this for. And all I can say is I hope you keep your allies close and you do your thing, but you keep your support. Because what you're doing, so many are gonna come for you. And you're a bold guy, I know. But man, those snakes, there's so many of them.
I know. But guess what? Guess what? I got me my grass cutter. You know what I'm saying? I got my big machete. We're gonna cut the grass down. We're gonna show what's going on. So listen, I'm tired, Auntie. I'm tired. Cause Ciara had these women's gas. I feel a sermon coming on, Auntie, because Ciara had these women's gas. Listen to this, right? So Ciara, for me, Ciara.
You might sound really dumb. You got to tell me who is Ciara and what, is she a singer or actor or what does she sing?
My goodies. You know that song, My Goodies?
But carry on. I never heard of that in my life. Carry on.
My goodies, Auntie. Anyway, all right. Ciara was like, in the 2000s, she was like pre-Beyonce, yeah? Okay? Are you good with that?
Hey,
yeah? Yo!
Hey, yo!
Mr. OnlyFans himself, ambassador.
Yo, stop playing with me. What up with it? Man, damn. What's up, Auntie?
Hi.
What's going on?
Mr. Fly Girls Only, what's going on? Welcome to the chat. Welcome to the chat.
You know it. What's going on?
It's good to have you here because I'm going to speak on Ciara, and obviously you're over there, so you might, I appreciate your intake on this. So let me go. So obviously, Ciara.
Let me tell you something. You better stop talking about me on your YouTube before I send my fans over there. They're gonna be in your. Don't play with me.
No, time to come.
I got a hive over here.
Well, it's all love. So listen, let me get to it, and I can get you guys' opinion on everything that's going on. So we know Ciara. All of us know Ciara. Auntie doesn't know Ciara. She is a popular singer. She's been outside. She dated 50 Cent before. She's been linked to Bow Wow, and she's got a baby with Future. She had a baby with Future. You know Future. Everybody knows Future. Multiple baby mothers. Not probably the worst. I don't know. Pick you would pick for a partner. So she dated Future when everyone knew that it was not the best time to date Future. She had a baby with him out of wedlock. Okay, cool. Right. She broke up with Future. Of course she was going to break up with Future because Future breaks up with all these baby moms. That was it. And then she got with Russell Wilson. Russell Wilson is an NFL player in America. He's a all-American, all nice, pretty guy. Before him, he was linked to a lot of white women. I'm just giving a quick breakdown and linked to a lot of white women. So when he got with Ciara, it was like a major thing for his PR, for how he looked, and also a major thing for Ciara because he was getting linked to her. He made Ciara go through like a 12-month or year abstinence where he had to basically say she couldn't have no sex and he had to put her underneath the Lord because he was a prayer man. So she didn't have any sex. So he had to get the stink of Future off her. So she went through all of this process. And then obviously he presented himself to the world with Ciara as his woman. He got engaged to her. They got how many kids? They got two kids or 3 kids now. And then they've got Future's kid. Okay, cool. Now, when Ciara went into this thing, she changed her whole image. She became the epitome of a good wife. She stopped doing all the things she was doing. No, that was what she started off doing when she came out. Yeah, not now. But then a little bit after a little bit after, you know when the 3 or 4's inside of you. This is why we say you can't wife these 3 or 4's, because no matter how long it takes, Auntie, like they could be, even when they're pregnant, it's gonna come out. The 3 or 4's gonna come out. So little by little, throughout their relationship, Auntie, she started to start doing things which she used to do. So recently she was seen twerking, doing things where were quite disrespectful to the fact that she's married.
Did she do a video with a short skirt with her dancing like an old American cars? Was that
Yes.
did she do that? Because I heard somebody say, I saw that video and I said, oh, and they said no. She said that she wasn't going to do that anymore, and look what she's doing now. Okay, I know the girl now.
Okay.
Let her do her thing and let her do her thing.
Something's kicking. Yeah.
There's been a snippet of a song that's come out of her, and it's basically the song. It's about and it's basically about women not needing no man and getting your own bag and doing your own thing.
It's in a petrol station.
No. So no, this song is just a snippet. It hasn't come out yet. It's just a snippet, but people have heard it, and there's been a backlash. And the reason there's been a backlash is because Ciara, you're selling to women that they don't need no man, or they need to go out there, get their bag and all of this. But you are a housewife. You basically got a man that's come in and has basically fixed all of your problems, gone and done everything for you, but you're selling something to women, and women are out here like, no, Ciara, we don't want that. We want your life. We want a little bit of what we want a Russell Wilson. We don't want to have to wake up early. We're tired, Ciara. Like Ciara had when it was on Summer Walker's album, right? Ciara's Prayer, and this Ciara's Prayer became like a hood. I don't know what it did to women, but it made women believe. This is why I talk about these spiritual lighties, manifestation, and the queens and the galaxies. And
I always say about manifestation. I didn't understand it.
Yeah.
You said somebody, man, I'm manifesting it. I'm gonna manifest my man. I didn't understand it.
Okay,
No, man, nobody understands it.
Why I gotta be the only one on here?
This song, and people haven't felt it because they're like, nah, Ciara, we don't want this. It's hard out here. Cost of living, like we're struggling. Like you got yourself a man, and it's the same thing that Beyonce does. Beyonce sells all of this stuff to women, but she's the good wife. Jay-Z cheated, she didn't go a goddamn place. Cardi B, oh my God, Offset went on a cheating spree, and each time, what does she do? She
Beyonce and Cardi B twerking too. Stop playing. Let's
hold on.
She bored.
No,
Ciara bored.
we'll get back to that. We'll get back to that. But essentially, what I'm trying to say to you is Ciara. There's women that sell a lifestyle and sell something that they do not represent. But what do they do to other women? Because women lie to other women. And now women are saying we're tired. No, stop.
Okay.
No, you're actually taking, what? No, Ciara. So why is it that women don't want to tell women the truth and they want to lie to them? Why are they? What's it so hard for women to tell other women the truth, whereas us men, we like to put the game? Why do women lie to other women?
Let a woman answer that then. So that means it's just me. Right.
Turn up.
It's just jealousy. It's just jealousy. You see, if a man say you see your friend, right, and you knew your friend was struggling hard and your friend made it, you'd be like, you know what? Yeah, G, I got you. I'm proud of you. The woman be like, she thinks she's all that, I don't know who she thinks she is. How she thinks she gets there. Now she's got there, now she thinks that she's better than anybody else. And like I was saying before it ended, all of the best advice I've got for all the major things in my life, I've always got. Buying my house, getting a job, having my child, other than the old woman, and she was old, every major decision I've made, I've sought advice from men. Because the women, you can't try. I had the woman have a got me because I bought my house cash.
That's a smart lady right there.
I saved up and I was scrimping and she wanted me to come out raving. Now, bearing in mind, right, I always hang out with all of my friends that got 10 years older than me, at least. Right, so I've always hung around with older people. And when I said I bought my house, this old man said, yes, you done good. You done it before us, you done good. She was like, I don't know why you bought your house. I'm not buying anything to leave behind for my children. And I thought to myself, you're an older woman. Why wouldn't you say to me, oh, that's good, buy your house? I remember going to a house with a woman, and I'd been talking to that woman. I cut her off now because I cut off women. I realized I cut off women, and I don't really cut off men. And I was trying to say, well, this is how I done it. This is how you can do it. Cut back on this. Stop drinking out. You want to drink brandy when you got raving? Me, I got a hip flask. I got a hip flask. I'm cheap like that. Do you know what I mean? If I got to go somewhere, I'm putting my hip flask. If they think they're going to search me, I'm drinking it before I go into the club. I'll have a lemonade, let the brandy chill while I'm in there. And I tried to explain to her, we went to her niece's house. Oh, I didn't know. And then he said, oh, yeah, I really want to buy this. And I really want to buy that. I said, so why don't you? She goes, oh, because I can't afford it. I said, but in England, if you have like council or like, kind of English, like, let me put it for so everybody everywhere can understand. Government accommodation. If you live there long enough, you know, I don't understand. You can actually buy it, but you can buy it at a discount. Because if you've lived there long enough, they set like a limit of the discount. So I said to her, because if you get a lot, I said, but you don't need a deposit. She goes, well, I've been telling your aunt that for years. She said, well, she's never told me. I said, listen, this is what you need to do. Go get the place valued and you will see, apply to go and buy it. You will see that they're going to sell it for 50. It's going to be worth 100. You don't need a deposit because if you don't pay, they've got their equity in there. They get their money back. Job done. She said, why didn't she tell me? I said, why didn't she go and buy it? I met the woman's daughter. I met the girl within 2 weeks. She goes, oh, auntie, this is what I want to do. I want to save up. I want to get my own place. The mother still lives. The mother who didn't want to do anything still lives in the same council accommodation. Her daughter bought a house, rented at that house. Her and her mum now, I've got another house. Everybody that I spoke to, and this woman is still refusing, but you know what she's doing? She's going out there like a modern woman. She's old as ass. She wants to be out there every club, drinking brandy. When everybody was inside, she was outside. That's her. And women always lie to women, and I don't see it. I grew up with each one teach one, but now I realize that very rare you get that with women. Men big up women. Women don't big up women.
Can I say something really quick?
Yeah.
So, but Honey Jenny, Honey Jenny, I don't know how much pride swallowing it takes to admit that you got your advice from men mainly, and the only woman I usually listen to are women who have gotten advice from men, and I mean. It takes some pride swallowing because most ladies who don't, they feel inadequate. But the men were designed to be the leaders, and there are a few women who can be, and those ones who usually get advice from male content. And I want you to know that you have the utmost respect for me, and there's other younger people, younger little girls and boys like me who respect you taking your time out to help and advise us.
No,
I really want you to know that because there's too many men out here who will give their bad advice because they want more opportunity for more vagina. Because if we tell women to improve, that's less vagina for us. And if girls tell, I'm telling you, it is because why do you think there are simps? Why do you think there are panders? Why do you think there are men who don't hold women accountable? Because if we improve them, that means we got to work harder. We got to get married again. Even though life would be better for society, we want to take. I've been through a lot of them. I'm pretty sure you brothers have as well. I'm guilty as hell. I'm here redeeming myself because there is an issue. You understand? There's an issue of them not knowing how to resist their carnal desires like we were taught. You understand? And for a woman like her to come up here and do this, it's noble. Because generally women are like other women. They'll support each other all so they can empower each other over men, then they'll go right back to going at each other's necks. If you truly love women, you tell them the truth. And so you have my utmost respect, Honey Jenny, like seriously, because you don't have to be doing this.
Don't get me wrong, you know.
Yeah,
I also take advice from younger men.
Huh?
I also take advice from younger men. There's younger
I know, but
men.
they got to make sense, though.
But I would never take advice from a woman. Never, because it's never worked. Never.
Why is that? Why you would never take advice from a woman?
For me to take advice from a woman, you got to be like 80. Or
but
you
don't y'all try to make it seem like women are smarter than men and shit like that? Like y'all have all this wisdom and intuition and all of this mystical shit that y'all say, so that y'all can win arguments. What happened to all that?
No, they have. I'm not saying that they haven't got it. They have.
I don't believe it. I think it's fake. I think intuition. I think it's fake.
They misuse it. They're not in tune to it, right? I think I posted something from this the Pineal Foundation. when he says that the woman, basically a woman leads a relationship. Any real woman knows that. A man's in charge, but a woman leads. And he said a man is like a ship and the woman is like the wind.
Oh,
So women, that's the power that women's actually got. I know, man. A woman's got a woman's got a power that if you're married, you can ask any married man. The wife can make her idea seem like his.
Wait,
she's
real
a,
quick,
she's the net. Sorry,
Auntie, do me a favor. Shout out to all the American women that's over here listening to you. We be watching y'all on on my little TVs and shit, and we be cracking up when you be going in. A lot of them are jumping on here to see what me and you talk about. What's crazy is we ain't gonna disagree on much. So for you to say it, it's like I'm saying it. So it's a bunch of women from my side that's on here to say what's up to you. So
okay, all right. Hi, what's up to everybody? But yeah, and that's what it is. You see, so women have always had that power, whether you want to believe it or not. You ask an older man. Women have always had that power, but you know what they do now? They abuse it.
Yes. So here's the thing.
Just
Naturally,
because you do something, it doesn't mean that you should.
That's the
If
thing.
I want to go, tell you what, right? If I want to go out on Friday, and you're my man, and I know that come Friday you might not want to. Guaranteed, if I start on Monday, by Friday you're gonna say, do you know what? Do you fancy going out? And you're not even going to know. I'm not going to push you. I'm not going to argue with you. I'm going to make your life so great. And I'm going to drop little hints there that you're not going to know about. As I come along, they're going to be dropping. And then you're going to decide. But women abuse that power.
Well, Auntie, why don't women get that shit until they turn like 45? Like, why do they have to be 45 to understand shit like that? Why don't they utilize that type of knowledge when they actually are in demand?
I had it since I was 12.
That's rare then. Because you said yourself you would never listen, you would never take advice from a woman. Why does it seem like you said she would have to be 80? You said she would have to be 80 years old. So why do you think?
As a 12-year-old, I like to sit down with the uncles. If I go to Barbados, I like to be with the old men. You know, you get the old men at the rum shops. I'm the girl that's going to sit down there and just listen and soak it all up. Because if you sit down with old men and you sit down with old women, the conversation is totally different. You will find that you get more educated and you learn more about men from men. And actually, I learned more, other than my mother, I learned more about being a woman from men. Because my mum was the only woman that told me how it's supposed to be. My mum was divorced. She never told me nothing bad about my dad. My mum told me how to get up early in the morning. You got to get the dinner ready the night before. Make sure the bed is made up. Don't care what you're doing. Make sure the bed is made up. Make sure you cook the dinner before noon. All kinds of stuff my mum told me. And I saw her do it. But the women now, nah. I can only think of two women all my life.
That's the issue.
I'll tell you.
That's the issue. That's where we're stuck in this weird. We're stuck in this weird like paradigm where you as a man, like the older you get, the smarter you get, and the more shit you obtain. Like you get into your body, you get into your mind, you get into your finances, you just get your whole bag as you get older.
I don't believe that. I believe that you young black men, that you're born with sense and that you're clever, but you let society. Right. I always say I raised a man, I didn't raise a boy. And I'm sorry, but I go out there and I see 18-year-old men. I don't see 18-year-old boys. I see men up to the age. I see men from the age of 18. I see black, strong men. You know what makes them boys? Society and the women that they listen to. But if all the men get together, they'd be stronger. Because you lot saying, oh, I got this. Stop listening to the women. Stop listening to society. You's lot are good, able-bodied, strong men who can do whatever you lot want to do. That's one thing my dad told me. He said, you could do anything you want to do. I might not want you to do some things, but no one can ever tell me that I can't do whatever I want to do because my dad told me that. And I'm telling all the young black men out there, anything you want to do, you can do. Don't let society tell you can't. Nothing is impossible. If you can learn a song, you can learn how to repeat a rhyme, maths, like the times tables, anything you can learn.
Auntie, China said, I'm telling on you, Auntie, China said that I can't do OnlyFans and porn. He said I can't do that. You just said I can do anything I want to do.
Yes, I agree. I agree. Anything you want to do, you can do. And you know what? You want to do OnlyFans, you put your mind to it, you be bloody good at it too.
Thank you. Tell him
So,
stop
hold
playing
on,
with me
hold on.
this live right now.
I'm
Tell
not
him to stop
condoning
playing
it.
with me
I'm
up in
just
here.
saying,
You heard
anything he
what
wants
he
to do,
said?
he can do.
Beat him.
No, but Arnie, it comes at a cost though, right?
He knows that.
No, it costs money to do it.
No,
It comes at a price.
Can I
it
answer?
comes at a
Talking about
price, right?
beating.
I said, no, it's going to come at a cost. Not the actual financial cost of doing it. After you become a top star on OnlyFans, you think that's it. You think there's a cost for it.
Well, because he's a man.
Agrees with it.
Well, I'll say this: because he's a man, it's different costs from the ladies. See, women value men who can get a lot of play. Man, we have more chances to F up than women. You know what I'm saying? So even if he does and he decides to stop, he could still get him an eligible lady. But ladies, unfortunately, they do that. They're exposed. Men don't want to see the woman exposed out there like that. And it's hard for these women to change. That 304 always comes out at some point or another.
I am not condoning OnlyFans. All I'm saying to you is if you're doing it, if you're doing it, do it good.
Yeah.
You're going to take my advice.
Right?
See,
get married and get your wife to support you and make it a business between you two. You don't want to get
why y'all act like being a coal miner is the only respectable job now?
See, OnlyFans is not.
Guys, one person at a time. Sorry, go on, bro. What you say down there? What? Yeah, what you say? Flag go. Yeah.
Me?
Yeah. What did you say?
I said y'all act like being a coal miner and a secretary are the only respectable jobs. What are you talking about? Like it's a bunch of respectable jobs. That's just some
oldest profession.
That just may be some shit you disagree with. Like that is legit entire profession. Like
no, I know it is, but it's not a profession I want my woman or my daughter or my mother or my auntie or my sister to be involved in.
But somebody else's mom and auntie and sister can do it, right?
Well, if I had my way, we would get rid of OnlyFans. Like the men that owned it, they tried to stop it, and then women stopped them. Yeah, you get me? It was outrage. They tried to clean it up because they realized, you know what? Actually, we're pimps and we're taking advantage of women, and we want to bring back morality and standards.
So you think they're pimps more than people that have 9 to 5s? You think they ain't pimping y'all too?
Well, are you alright? Women
getting pimped too, but with no money. Y'all getting pimped for more hours.
Women talk about women empowerment, but you don't have any empowerment because you give money to the men that own it. Men always own everything. Everything.
Check this out, though. Let me flip that on his head real quick. If you go to a job, you have to work for 2 weeks and then get paid a small portion based on the amount of time that you're there, not based on the production.
Wait, hold on a second.
That's way worse. For you to say,
guys, listen to this, innit? Yeah. Women think. Listen. OnlyFans is not a career. Taking off your clothes. Taking pictures of your toes under some nice lighting, ambient lighting, and selling it to a bunch of simps and insults is not a career. You are not reinventing the wheel. You are not a businesswoman. You haven't created nothing. You have not, like, this is nothing. And I'm sorry, we're not going to have women online making
none of this shit that we're doing. Being a podcaster is not creating.
It hasn't got, wait, hold on. I'm saying something. It hasn't got a long life. So I suggest, like Auntie says, you get in and you do it really well. You make lots of money and you put it into something, because your life will end up like most people that do these industries. It's fast money. You think it's going to last for a long time, but it does not last, and it does not. And men like you take advantage of the fact that women don't understand how this thing goes, and they always think they're going to be the hottest thing, but no one is the hottest thing. I can name you countless women that were hot in the 90s, in the noughties. Where are they now? We're talking about Lori Harvey and these new women. Just like Rihanna has got 2 kids and Beyonce has got kids, no one's going to be talking about them soon. So all these women that are thinking that they're going to, it's impossible. When in this, basically this is like selling drugs, right? When everybody does it, it's everyone chasing the same dream, right? The same dream, but there's only a few plugs that really are the plugs, right? And everybody looks at those plugs, and that's what gets sold to the women. But most women, all you're going to do is end up with trauma, and you're going to end up destroying your kids. And you don't care about your kids. They don't care about their kids. What do you think happens when your kid goes and kids are like, look at your mom busting it open for $3.99 on the... Come on, man.
Can I something? Isn't he the OnlyFans person?
He's the OnlyFans ambassador.
Oh, I thought he was doing it.
No, he ain't doing it. He's pimping off it. He's making money off it.
I'm on there too. You on my page? I'm on there too.
I thought he was doing it. That's what I was saying.
I am
Go
doing it.
for
Auntie,
it.
I'm about to send you my link. Auntie, I'm gonna send you my link in the DM. I got you real quick. See, I got my shit on. I'm ready to turn up right now.
Let's be honest.
Him in his dressing gown. I thought he was gonna go and pose up for some women. That sounds like no.
Let's be honest. So when it
Sorry,
comes to OnlyFans,
I didn't understand.
Wait, hold on a second. Autumn Rose, you have a lot to say in the comments. You said that you don't like. Would you like to jump on live, Autumn? You seem to have a lot to say on OnlyFans. Are you an OnlyFans girl, Autumn?
All these girls
Autumn, do you sell OnlyFans content because you seem to be quite triggered at what we're saying?
I heard somebody say that men do OnlyFans. I thought he was a man that does OnlyFans.
I am a man that does
OnlyFans. I was
OnlyFans.
to understand what the problem was. I was like, go for it. You know what I mean? Get a wife and use a...
Autumn doesn't want to speak to me, but that lets me know Autumn does only. Autumn, don't be triggered. You have a lot to say in the comments. I'm going to allow you to come on and speak, but you don't want to speak. You just want to be saying some stuff in there. You definitely make OnlyFans on it. You definitely do. Oh, I don't do OnlyFans, but you don't need to shame people. See, what you're doing is, this is the problem with women like you. Everything is shame. Everything is shame because you have no standards or morals or moral compass. It's not shaming, it's a standard. Most people do not want their daughter, their sister, their mother, their auntie, their cousin, any woman that they consider to be selling any type of sexual anything. Most people, most decent people, yes, most people, yes.
Can I say something? So remember what I said earlier, ladies who aren't doing it want the possibility of doing it later, so they don't want certain stuff shamed because never know, they want to be able to do this without getting critiqued. Because they know if they get critiqued by a bunch of men of value don't want that. That's provision lost. That's why they're consumers. They're so upset when they can't consume. If a bunch of men say, I don't want this for marriage, they have a problem with that. And I'll say this one last thing real quick. Here's the thing. Men, we typically accept consequences better than ladies, right? Men go out there, we go out there, go to OnlyFans. Because OnlyFans is not just about sex, it's a business, but of course, women took over it. So you go out there, you do your thing. It's like, cool. I know women who know about my account, know about our latest videos. They're like, cool, it turned them on. But if you're a woman being conquered by so many men and putting yourself on display for the world to see, there is the judgment. And ladies typically cannot take critique. They can't even take critique about the way they create a whole movement, body positivity, which is for the soldiers. Take me as I am because I can't take rejection because I don't want to work on myself. Seriously?
Shout out to the ladies tonight.
God. Hey, you know what? Thank you, bro. On the top here, I'm gonna let one of the girls come in here. Thank you, bro, for that. Love my G. God, let me. Oh, no, flag. Why did flag goes?
No. Hold on. Stop. Let me leave because it's gonna mess it up. Maybe let him come back.
Yeah. All right, cool. Your flag goes. Don't run. Why are you running? Flag goes. Why are you running?
I really thought right that he was the person that was doing the OnlyFans.
No, he's saying he is now. But why are you running? Hey, flag goes. Come back, bro. Where you going, bro? Flag goes. Oh, nah. What's my name? Oh, nah. Hey, I see you. Oh, nah. Oh, nah. Oh, Nana, pull up. Autumn, what's up, Autumn? What's up, Autumn?
So he's got like an OnlyFans channel with all of he produces the girls there.
Huh? Yeah, where did he go? Why you think Flag goes only come back, bro?
What happened to that girl that you said wanted to come on that knew a lot about OnlyFans?
I don't know. Wait, my thing is glitching. Why is it glitching for?
When I looked on OnlyFans, I had a lot of people that do chefs and.
What do you think don't say, man?
Sir. You know I had to go to the top floor of my multi-layered penthouse based on my OnlyFans accomplishments. Auntie, I'm gonna send you my link on OnlyFans. I want you to go follow me, okay? You can critique me.
You don't want to see nothing that he's showing.
Yeah, you want to see it. Now you hate. Oh, that's hate.
Why you want to traumatize
beat him, Auntie? That's hate. He hating, right? Beat him.
Nah, I only don't want to see your strong
No,
ass.
that's hate.
All right, I will
Tell
sit
him
and
that's
make
hate.
up my own mind, right?
I
You
only
make
don't
up your own mind. Until you a grown woman, you make up your own mind.
Arnie's
Look at him
gonna
hating.
Arnie's about to subscribe. Period. Top floor
Period.
penthouse, multi-layered penthouse. That's the pimp house. What are you talking about? I see the poles in there. I see the swing.
Right? I hope that he owns that penthouse. He's not renting it. If he owns it, I'm impressed. If he rents it, I'm not.
Two of them,
Just
Auntie.
letting you know
Two
how
of
I
them.
am.
Two
If
of
you're
them, Auntie.
only fans like that, you're supposed to have properties and lands. I want to see that you got that your portfolio where you're renting that places. That's what I want to hear.
Two of them, Auntie.
All right, look, we got some of these. We got some. Look, we got some of these pimp. Look, we love the pimp house. Autumn, your pictures letting me know you're looking like a 3 or 4. Autumn, I can't lie. You're looking very 3 or 4ish in your profile pic. You're looking like you bust it open for $3.99. I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna keep it real. You're looking
Where's
like
the
you do.
$3.99 come from? What does that mean? Is that the price?
Oh yeah, that's what I'm saying. He telling me
That's
it's too low.
$3.99.
No, it's not $3.99. But if that's what he wants to say, let's let him say that. It's still not offensive. Like honestly, I like how he says that. Like that to me is more cute than anything. Because even when he says bust it open for $3.99, it still don't hit. I'm still like, that's perfectly fucking fine.
I love you two relationship. I love the relationship between you two. And that's what I mean. You got some like banter, but women would have took it personally and start cussing and screaming by now.
He's a businessman. Because I respect him. He's a businessman.
Can you door, please?
It's healthy banter, but I still respect him because he's.
No, but imagine if you was two women disagreeing the way you are, rather than he don't agree with you, you don't agree with him, but it's civil. Women now, oh my gosh.
Because men like us, we don't get enough feelings about stuff. We can have disagreement about something. We have different eye to eye, but it's not going to stop.
But I don't necessarily disagree with China though. I don't disagree with you. I don't disagree with what you're saying or none of that shit. Like, not only do I understand you, I can sympathize with why you're saying what you're saying. We just are two different types of men though. Like my thing is I'm about progression. Like I want shit to progress. I also understand the nature of women. The more you fight, the more they run. The more you chase, the more they run. However that works, right? That whole push and pull thing. The more you sit in somebody's face and shake your finger and say what they shouldn't do is the thing they really, really want to do. So in most of these cases, I allow people to be themselves, and that literally stops them from doing wild shit. So the things that people are trying to escape from these normal relationships, they come around me, and they don't even want to do those things. And it's simply because they have the option. So that's just how I am. But I don't disagree with none of what you're saying. I get why men think how they think and all of that shit. But there's enough people for Brob to have 1 million women love what he do, and for you to have 1 million women to love what you do. You only need one, though. That's the thing. You just need one woman to rock with what you're saying. And that's all it takes for you. But for me, I'm going to dominate. I got a gang of them.
Oh, man said I got a gang of these OnlyFans.
Can I ask you a question, young man? So what I'm hearing is that
Say hello.
You saw an opening. You saw that there were women that wanted to do it, but they weren't safe. And you're providing a safe environment.
We like.
That's number 3 for the day. I don't care what you think, dog.
All right, wait, hold on.
Over here enjoying life. How you doing?
Wait, let me just.
I'm enjoying life.
She's enjoying life. You enjoying the crib so far?
So who do we have there? Who do we have there? What's your name?
What she just say? Say it again.
I said this crib is fire and it's a pool downstairs. Like,
It's
I'm
a
gonna get that pool up.
So basically, he doesn't like that. I like my girls doing OnlyFans.
Can I have a word with her? Can I speak to her?
Like y'all love me so much.
You mind if I speak to her?
Please do.
I want to speak to her. Where did you work before?
Where did I work before?
Yeah, before you did this.
I was in a lot of retail jobs, like when I was younger.
Did you do this before you came there?
The modeling,
Just before you met up with him, what were you doing?
her first time. This is her first time over here. We just like.
I was.
Yeah, this is her first time over here.
No,
Well,
not with you. I mean, before, what were you doing?
I was modeling since I was 17. I've always had different type of jobs. I've always danced. So I'm not gonna lie. Like I used to work in a club. I used to dance, but now I do bottle
When you say
service.
dance, what do you mean? Can you just explain?
I want to ask her.
No, but
Because
what does dancing mean?
You
she
said
said
what?
she means dancing, that podium dancing, naked dancing, whatever dancing. She's British. She's a model.
But you need to explain it for the people then. You need to explain it because you're making it sound like she was doing line dancing or she was doing.
Nah, I don't believe that.
Hmm?
What kind of dancing were you doing, young lady?
Yo, stripping. This is America. We strip over here. I'm about to strip too. I'm gonna shake my ass in like 3 hours. Soon as we get done, I'm gonna go shake my ass.
Blood. We don't twerk, man. Then we don't bust it
Man,
up.
I'm gonna go shake my ass.
What I want to answer, because from what I'm seeing is that they got all these young girls out there and all these clubs doing all these things. And even though women think they're empowered doing it, somebody's in control. And it seems to me like you found a niche. You're providing a safe environment for them to do whatever. That's what makes you a businessman. Am I right? Am I right? You're just providing a safe environment for them to do whatever they was doing before.
Boss, I'm gonna give you the game real quick. So wow, she looks fucking amazing. So no.
I was just asking because
I want to talk to her. Let me talk to her.
All right, so look, this is the thing. I am really, really cute. Girls are gonna be around me any fucking way, whether I'm doing business or not.
Yeah.
In more cases, they're around me when I'm not doing business.
Yeah.
So I said, there's no way I could just fuck all of these women. It would make more sense if I try to do something productive.
If I pimp them.
No, not at all. What? I would never. That's too much like babysitting. And over here, listen, over here, I don't know about over there. Over here, that shit ain't something that dudes brag about over here. That's not a cool thing over here. Like that's not something we get into like that. Like, go ahead, turn up. Yeah, do your thing. Go ahead.
You don't have alcohol?
No, I don't drink.
Okay.
No.
He said I don't drink. I'm too busy carrying up the money. I ain't got time. I'll get you drunk though.
No. Nobody drinks in here. We don't do nothing. We all
no alcohol in there.
Nobody, no alcohol, no smoking, no nothing in here. Now, this is the thing though. So this is the thing.
What type of penthouse is that, bro? It sounds like a church, bro.
Because
I'm gonna come there.
I don't eat fried shit. I don't eat nasty food. I don't eat fucked up food. I eat fruit, healthy shit. I don't do smoking. I don't do drugs. I don't do drinking. None of that shit goes down in here.
But you eat ass though.
I eat ass all the time. I'm gonna eat ass right now. I'll eat ass, but I'm not. I'm never doing drugs. So that's what I'm saying. I don't fuck with that pimping shit. I don't fuck with that pimping shit. I don't fuck with drugs. To me, it's just like, and the women that's on here know, like, I don't even let you do that around me. So yeah, what you looking at is people that are just like drawn to a person's personality, and whatever the fuck they want to do, they just do. I'm not here to tell them what to do or what not to do. So if she comes over here and she just wants to sit here and watch fucking Law and Order, sit the fuck over there and watch Law and Order. If you want to come over here, get in these lights and turn up, make content, it's lit. Here go the charger. That's it. It's as simple as that. And whoever's been over here, they're in the chat right now, they can attest to that. I don't tell nobody to do nothing. But I'm not about to shame you if what you want to do is something that I don't fuck with.
That's what I said. I said you provide them a safe environment to do what they were doing before, but in a safe environment.
Yeah, and I'm that nigga out here, and ain't nobody gonna touch him neither.
Safe environment. I can see. I'm not saying it's right. I'm not condoning it, but I can see the attraction and going from dancing to where she is now because she feels safer.
Arnie, it's Arnie.
Don't you start hating, dog. Don't start your shit.
Well, I never hating. I'm just telling Arnie, listen, Arnie. Men like him, listen, this is how, how do you think he's living in the penthouse? How do you think he's living in the penthouse? Because he's got it, he's really got it like that, how's he living in the penthouse? Men like him, I don't know the hustle.
Where my money come from, China? Where my money come from, China?
Huh?
Where my money come from? Tell me where my money come from.
Oh, your money coming from, You got multiple streams. I see you. I see you got multiple streams. You got multiple.
I'm a tech guy. I'm in the tech. My money comes from a lot of tech.
Okay, I can see that.
China, do you know any strippers? Do you know anybody that used to dance or any strippers?
Yeah, I do.
Okay.
What about their future? I'm not their fucking father, bro. Y'all got me fucked up. I'm not. That's not my.
You're
job.
a businessman. You're there to make money, like I said, and you fat a niche.
They're not my
So
children.
we just had you just jumped in. All right.
That beautiful woman that walked in here and sat on this bed, if she never come back, she just never come back. I got nothing to do with their fucking future. They better take what they do over here and they better make the best of it.
Yeah.
What's up?
Hold up. So who do we have here that just jumped into the live? It says your name's Katie.
That's right. Yeah. Hey, how's it going?
Hi, not too bad. Where are you from?
I'm actually from Canada.
You're from Canada, yeah?
Yeah. What's up? Hi, Auntie, by the way. Love your stuff. Think it's awesome.
Thank you. What you got to add to the conversation?
What's that, sorry?
I said, what you got to add to the conversation?
I was just listening, and I just was like, it's so interesting because I'm listening to your perspective, and I think it's so tricky because I hear, you're providing a safe environment and stuff like that. And I wouldn't disagree with you there. I just think it's just, we have to be so careful about talking it up to be so smooth like that. It just seems
that confidence in my delivery for you to feel.
No, it's not even that.
It's a good salesman. He has to the industry. He has to sell it good. Yes.
No, I just think that he's an exception to the rule.
No, because
what I mean is that from what I can tell I don't want everybody to go in there thinking, oh, it's all right, let me go into it.
But they're gonna think that. They're gonna think that. You have to.
It's safe environment. Will be safe environment.
They're gonna think that. They're gonna think that. They're gonna think that. If he has 50 girls, all 50 of those girls are not gonna be millionaires. All 50 of those girls are not gonna make. It's impossible. It's impossible.
That's not what he's selling.
No, but effectively it is.
See, I like you.
That's not what he's selling.
No, Arnie, he's selling the dream. No, Arnie, he's selling the dream. What are you talking about? What are you talking about? Selling the dream of all of this. Come and do OnlyFans. It's going to be perfect. When we all know it's not going to be perfect.
He's not saying that. I didn't get that from him. Sorry.
What do you think it's going to end up for these women that are out here showing their nash for $3.99? How do you think that's going to affect them in the future?
That's not his business. They would have been doing it anyway. He's a businessman. That's not his business.
Hold on a second. It's not. Wait, it's not his business, but now what we're doing now, okay, so now we don't care about girls, we don't care about the community because it's not his business. So we're going to just stop.
I didn't say that.
You're condoning it.
No, I didn't say that. I always said I didn't condone it. That's why I asked her what she was doing before. She said she was dancing. She was a stripper before. So if she was a stripper before, compared to going into a studio on her own, she will feel safer. I never said I was condoning it. I said he's providing a safe space. He's making money from it because he's a businessman. That's why he said he don't care whatever they do. If they want to come, they come. If they don't come, somebody else will come and make money because it's an open, happy space. That's what I'm saying.
So let someone else come and make money because I'm not making money off girls' naivety and the fact that they don't understand how this can affect their life. That's why you and him get on because he says he understands from where you're coming from, but he's a different man to you. Yeah, but I'm saying to you, but most men are like me. Most men do not want their sisters, their daughters, their aunties, their mothers.
He agrees with you. We all agree with you. Him is him.
Different.
He understands that. He knows that he's saying, listen, right, this is not what society wants to do, but this is what I'm doing.
Well, he's not putting them on no pension plan. He's not putting them on no shares and stuff.
What you talking about?
They weren't on no pension plan before they come to him because they weren't getting no pension plan when they were stripping.
But if he's trying to help them, he'll be trying to do that. No, this is about monetizing and women. You have to understand something. Women.
He's making money out of them. I agree with you. They're making money too. He's in it for the money. He's in it for the money.
Okay. All right.
Can you just go like this for me real quick? Like just pop your collar on your robe.
Arnie, you know what it is? We keep talking about he's making money, and I'm like, yeah. You're talking like these American women aren't getting the bag.
money off of women.
Listen. There's multiple ways you can make money. There's all different types of ways you can make money, right? Yeah. Like, I'm not knocking his hustle. I'm not knocking his hustle. But if you would not want that for your own, if you don't want to influence, so how are we going to be out here trying to act like all of these girls that go are going to live a good life? You know what? You've seen what happens to people that go into the adult industry and how it affects them. Like, allow it. Like, we know what's going to happen to these women.
I don't think any of them girls are going to have a good life. I think whatever they put out there will haunt them forever. I don't think no girl should be doing it. And I think it's going to be extremely hard if she wants to settle down and whatever. But I don't condone it. But at the end of the day, it's out there. I don't agree with it, but it's out there.
So real quick, China, where do you get that I make? I'm going to just ask you a series of questions. Give me the quickest answers you can. Where did I say I make money off of women? When did I say that?
We say?
When did I say I make money off of women? That's my first question.
Mm-hmm.
No,
What is your game?
No, I thought he had a channel, and if the girls want to come onto his channel, they do. He said I thought he said he's a content creator or something. So I just thought that he just got. You know how you have studios that you rent out? That was that was what I understood.
I have an event space, but that's my other property. So,
yeah. Oh. Okay. So go ask me the next one. Go ask me the next one. Next one.
Okay. So the second question is, when you saying they're coming over here, or I have them coming over here for OnlyFans. I have had these properties for over 10 years. OnlyFans been out for like 4.5, 5. How does that make sense? I had this shit before that was out.
What were you doing? What were you doing in that before?
That's what I'm saying. I myself am my own brand. I already told you. Like, I'm my own brand. So before, if there wasn't a vagina in sight, I'm still making $300, $400 an hour every time I sit on my.
I'm coming to America. We going to China.
Come on down. Come through.
Okay. So everyone in the comments keep saying to me, "Oh, you know what? They're adults. Someone has to do it. Like, women want to do it. So why are you going to stop them from doing it?" I'm just saying, if I don't say it, then who's going to say it? Am I saying something that's bad? In 2023, telling a woman to put on her clothes is hating on them. I don't understand what I've done. Katie, can you just jump in? Because you came in. Can you jump in?
Yeah, no, I'm listening. I agree, and I kind of understand where you're coming from, Auntie. I do, but I also think, like, if we start the argument in the middle like that, it's just going to keep happening. Like, the more that we say that, yeah, it's, you know, the girls are going to do it anyway, and we're just going to provide a safe spot for it. I know you're not condoning it, but it also leaves too much room for people to keep doing it. I don't know. I just don't think I think we're, I don't know. It's just tricky. I think that it's messy.
That's why I asked her what job she done before, because I thought it was the OnlyFans that just enticed her. Now, I would have had a totally different attitude if she says, no, I just decided, you know what, I can make money off OnlyFans. That's why I asked her. And she says she was a stripper before. So that's her industry. So I'm not condoning it.
Do you think that are they all coming from that kind of a background, or are you kind of promising them all sorts of, you know, income from that?
That's what I'm saying. I think a lot of questions. I think personally that for a man to have women around him, in your brain, to conceptualize it, he has to be promising them something. It can't just be because they're attracted to me. It can't just be because I'm charismatic. It can't just be because I'm nice. It can
be. But you also got all the other stuff too.
It can be. It can be.
Keep going. Because if you ask, I don't promise people anything. That's, to me, I'm way too cocky to promise you anything. You need to promise me something, if anything. It don't work like that. That's
even worse. So the girls come in and don't even have no guarantee of you making it. They just got no. You got to show it to me before you make it. Damn, this is a hard deal, man.
But you know that some strippers, they have to pay before they perform.
I know, yeah. You have to pay the house. Oh, the house fee. Oh, this guy's he's really making money, man. I have to give it to you. I have to give it to you.
In China, I don't need a list of reasons for her to be here. She's here because she enjoys my presence.
I'll be honest with you. You are the Tyrone of Tyrone. You're King Tyrone. You're King Tyrone. There's Tyrone and there's Tyrone. There's Tyrone and there's Tyrone.
Yo,
Tyrone, nigga, you Tyrone.
yo.
You the ultimate boss, my
What
nigga.
with this dude?
God
Hey,
damn.
I'm about to get to work. I'm about to let one
You
of the
better
other
call
dudes
him
pop on
Tyrone.
downstairs. I'm about to get to work.
All right, my G. Yeah.
I love talking to you. Wave bye.
Yeah.
Oh, make it. Never mind.
He's gonna go and shake his bum now.
He's gonna go shake something. Shit, when they go.
I can't even show. I don't want to get y'all
I
live
was just
blocked.
thinking, did he send me the
I'm
link so I can go and watch him shaking
Nah,
his thing?
don't get my life blocked,
Auntie, I'm gonna send you my link so you can go subscribe and see what I do and how I get down when I do what I do, like I does, how I do what I does it. And young lady, Katie, enjoy y'all conversation. I'm gonna get on here and mess with you later, bro.
All right, cool, my God. Respect you.
All right,
Thank you.
then,
Yes, sir.
look forward to the link.
Yeah. Look, see, listen. Shout out to Fly Girls Only. That's my guy. Like we might go back and forth, man, but don't ever think that that it's such problems as that. He has a different he thinks different to me. That's
What
it.
is wrong with working in retail? I don't
Nothing.
understand.
See, I don't understand.
How do you get from retail to stripping? I don't get it.
Auntie, what I'm trying to say
More
to you is
promises.
they've acted like normal jobs. The whole world does normal jobs. Yeah, everyone goes and does. It's like, oh my God, if I have to go work in retail, that's crazy. I need to bust it open and for free now. But I don't understand it.
Quick
Like,
money, quick money. Everything wants to be
Yeah,
quick nowadays.
the need for more.
yeah, and
If you
did you
notice,
say?
like fame is instant, money is instant, food is instant. Everything nowadays they want instantly. They don't want to build nothing. Like in my days, like look how many years you had to work before you build up your stuff. Like all 40 years. Do you know what I mean? People are like looking at their parents and saying like, "You took 40 years
Nah,
to buy
that's
your
not.
house."
They're like 4
Yeah, you
years.
can't.
Yeah, that's
Everybody
love.
wants to
That's what
start
it is.
somewhere and then right away be at the top.
Exactly.
There is no climbing it. There is no working long hours. There is no being called in or working through being sick. It's, I need what I want, and if you can't do it, it's your fault. You're a bad boss, and I'm moving on.
I had a
So
couple.
everyone thinks that they need to be paid what they are worth versus actually climbing the ladder.
Yeah, I knew a couple and they wanted to get married and everybody saying, why do you not want to get married? You don't need to get married. Do this and do that. And I said to the guy, go ahead and get married, man. Build together. You're young. You can still work and study. Build together. And then you'll get there. But nobody wants to build together. All the women want, I know I want my house, I want my car, I want this now. What's the quickest way I can get money?
Mm-hmm.
So,
And
Katie, tell me about yourself.
for somebody that's damaged up here, right? Sometimes, but when you see girls like that, they've already shut their brain off.
Mm-hmm.
So their body's like nothing to them. It's like a mask. So showing off their body. You see, when we see women showing off their body, we think that some of them women are cold. They're dead inside.
Yeah. Yep.
And they don't feel nothing. They're just there. To them, it could be like a 9 to 5. I put on my makeup. I do fancy moves. I get my money. I see you later. They don't see no more than that. And that's why some of them need counseling. Some of them need to be taken away from it. I reckon
Yeah.
sometimes somewhere we
You
just
seem to have somewhat of a moral compass for some of the things that you were saying. So tell me about yourself.
Oh,
So you
a moral
live
compass, yeah.
in Canada. Are you?
I would be more traditional, I would say.
Are you in a relationship? Are you married?
I'm married, yeah. Yeah, I'm married.
Okay, you married.
Yeah.
You have kids.
Yeah, I've got three boys.
What? 3 boys? How old are your boys?
I have a 7-year-old, a 5-year-old, and a 2-year-old.
wow.
Okay. So,
Yeah.
if you don't mind me asking you, how old are you? When did you get married? Like,
I actually got married quite young. I started dating my husband when we were in high school. So I was,
okay.
I think I was 16, and I got married when I was 22. So we dated for, I think it was like 6 years or something like that before we got married. So we've been married for 10 years. Yeah.
But
Thank you.
You're high school sweethearts.
We are. Yep. Yep.
Oh my God, this is cute. This is nice. I want to hear. I want to hear.
Well,
I want to hear.
it's cute. It's cute, but it's been messy. I won't lie. It's definitely been messy, but
Okay,
you
so
know,
even better, it's a real story. It's been ups and downs.
yeah.
So tell me about it. Tell me about your relationship then. So just speak to me a little bit about it.
It's I don't know, like We met in high school. I think like I felt very broken, and so then I was like looking for something, and I latched onto somebody who had a lot of baggage himself, and then we just got in really, really deep, um, very adult relationship very quickly, and then we progressed. Oh, there's someone else in here. Hi.
Hi, how
No,
are
And
no,
you?
so
Karen
then
talking. I swear I'm coming. Karen talking. Can we get whoever just jumped in? Can you get your light because it's really dark? Get some light on.
Yeah,
Thank you.
sorry. I was trying to get a light. Sorry.
That's fine.
Thank
Just
you.
take a seat, and then we'll get to you in a minute. Just let Karen saying what she's saying. Thank you,
Yeah,
Karen.
go
Go.
right ahead.
so yeah, anyways, we just ended up getting we moved out on our own. He came from a very intense background growing up, so lots of trauma and stuff like that. And so but we just pushed through it. We got married, and then we ended up having kids after that. And there's just been a lot of things that have happened within our marriage that's been really, really difficult and really tricky, but we have just stuck through it and kept going.
Why
And
didn't you? When it got difficult, why didn't you leave him or divorce him?
I grew up with the idea that um, you would only get divorced under, like two circumstances, which would be like abuse or infidelity. And because they weren't those things, then there was still room to continue going. So it was very hard, but yeah, that's kind of where we kept going.
Do you know what it is? I think it's not. It's quite rare where we get someone that's come on and they've been high school sweethearts and they've married their person, and the fact that it hasn't just been plain sailing, because there seems to
No.
be there's people seem to look at relationships, marriage like a Disney, no, like they sold that Disney version of it, the idealistic version of what it's like to be a. But when we speak about marriage, which you could probably tell us, it's more about after love, it becomes more about duty, your duty to your family, your duty to your kids, and all of that stuff. And whenever women speak about their marriage, they always talk about me and my happiness and what I
Oh,
deserve and
yeah.
all.
Yeah.
And I think I'm sure you could have probably thought about the similar things many times and probably decided to leave. But when someone decides to stick it out and they go through it, it just lets people know that actually, no, marriage is not all plain sailing. It's not just I love somebody every single day. But the
Yep.
most important thing is that we kind of stick through things. So,
Yeah.
why did you like?
I want to ask
Go
her,
on.
she's a housewife.
Am I a housewife?
Yeah.
Yeah, I am. Yeah.
Have you got a side hustle? Or are you too busy?
Not necessarily. Like my husband actually last year or the year before, he ended up getting a brain injury at work. And so he had to stop working for a bit. And so then I ended up actually having to go to work because we had to sell our house and everything like that. And so then I worked for about a year on a term contract. And then he ended up having to go through like a therapy away for a couple of months. And so then I didn't know if I would need to renew my contract or not. So I have just been working on that kind of thing because I have to, but not because I want a side hustle. Because I actually homeschool my kids and I enjoy being a housewife. I enjoy being a mom, but we ended up having to move in like with my family and stuff like that too. So it just ended up becoming a completely different idea of what I had wanted. But it is what it is. So I just keep going.
Do you have friends that work full time along with their partners? Do you have friends that
Yes.
work?
Yeah, I do. I do. But for
Do
me, I
you
just always felt like, oh, sorry, go
Do you
ahead.
feel like you miss anything, be it not going to work? Because I always hear a lot of women saying this stuff. They're like, oh, I don't I don't want to be at home. I don't want to be a housewife. Like, I want to go to work. I want to do this. Do you feel as if you miss out on
No,
something?
but I can understand the temptation. So when I started working, one of the things I started to notice was that I enjoyed the adult, like, I know everybody always says like, oh, I need the adult interaction, or I need to, I'll be a better mom if I'm outside of the home and stuff like that. And I never until then could understand that side of it because I loved being at home. But I
I
did
listen,
understand the temptation.
Ladies, I don't want to stop you, but we have an hour limit on here we're about to reach. I want everybody, it's going to end, but I want everyone just to jump straight back back into the chat because I want to continue the conversation. So make sure you ladies come back out, except you and Auntie, do not go nowhere. And everybody that's in the comments, make sure you come straight back here, yeah? We're going to